The need for stakeholders to enlighten the public on issues of leprosy in Nigeria has again been brought to the front burner. This time, it is a one-day symposium organized in Abuja by the Leprosy Mission Nigeria to mark the 2023 World Leprosy Day. The event had in attendance critical stakeholders who have been at the fore of championing awareness about issues of leprosy in Nigeria. National Director, Leprosy Mission Nigeria, Sunday Udo said, leprosy is not getting the required attention in Nigeria because it has been classified as a disease that affects the poor.
To create awareness, the day to just bring all stakeholders on board to say, look, where are we with leprosy? How can we work together collaboratively to defeat leprosy? So basically that's the purpose for this symposium. Leprosy is really not getting as much attention as it should get, and that is because it is only affecting the poorest of the poor. I mean, you heard the leprosy affected person who spoke in this meeting, telling you even a toilet in his house he doesn't have. That is just the situation. Because leprosy affects the poorest of the poor, not much attention is given to it. That is why TLM and other ILEP agencies are really poised to ensure that we don't neglect them, we don't leave them, we support them and work with them to improve their lives and ultimately defeat leprosy. Look, we have, like you probably heard one of the speakers talked about what we call post-exposure prophylaxis. It is a drug that we can give to anybody who comes in contact with anybody with leprosy, and then within 2 years you are protected. So every 2 years you get a pill that will protect you from catching the disease. Now we want government to be able to pick up this particular intervention and make it national.
Director and the National Coordinator, National Tuberculosis Leprosy Control Program in Nigeria, Dr. Chukuma Ayeke, and other stakeholders said it is high time the Nigerian community join her counterpart in the global community to wipe out this disease. They also say early detection of the disease is key as it is curable.
We need to join the global community to kick out leprosy. And this has become so expedient because we realize that not that the disease is affecting the adults, it's also affecting the children, and which is very embarrassing. Whenever you see an infection or a disease affecting the children, that means that there's an active, spread of the disease. And on our own side, leprosy, people tend to run away from it. It comes with a lot of misinformation that is due to punishment from God, or due to voodoo, or probably your uncle does not want you to progress in life. And so there's so much stigma and discrimination attached to it, our priority is to engage the communities. That's a sure way of getting the right information and to reduce stigma and discrimination.
So unfortunately, sometimes because it's not caught on time, it leaves marks, indelible marks that you see. But that doesn't mean the person still has the disease. And it is not a curse. It's not as a result of sin. It is a disease. And therefore, people should understand that if only they could come out. Because a lot of people don't want anybody to know. And so by the time they hide it, by the time it only comes out when it's too evident, and it may have gone very far and damaged quite a lot of things. Of course, it's peripheral, it's on the skin, around the nostril, and then of course the eyes. But if you leave it too long, it can really deform you. And then people begin to segregate, people begin to keep you apart from themselves.
Properly educated, then we stop this stigmatization that is rampant in Nigeria today. It's unfortunate that the leaders that we have today think only of their pocket and money and how to enrich themselves, not about the vulnerable in the society, the sick in the society. What do we do to get them back to life? They are the people who are going to pay tax to keep you there where you are. Sorry. They are the people to build up business, to pay company tax and all this and all that, that sustain you. But we just close our ears and blind our eyes. We don't want to see them. And we don't want to hear about ill health. But when it happens to them, tram, they fly overseas, go to take care of themselves. What of those who can afford to travel? Those who can afford to buy a ticket?
The theme for the 2023 World Leprosy Day is Act Now, End Leprosy, which focuses on unity in honoring the dignity of persons who have experienced leprosy. Manuel Unu, News 24.